This video is about combining like organizations. So we have a video on if there's duplicate contacts. And so this video is about duplicate organizations. Currently, it is a lot more difficult to combine organizations, but as we go through things, we're finding more and more duplicate organizations that exist. And so I figured this video is well worth it now. With organizations that are duplicates, we are currently using an antiquated way of dealing with them just because I have not had the time to program Salesforce to help us through that duplicate process in the Lightning experience. So when you find an organization that's duplicated, you can either let me know or you can use this process. This process starts by leaving the Lightning program. And so the easiest way to do that is by clicking on your photo, your icon, and then switching to Salesforce Classic. Salesforce Classic made it pretty easy. It's not the prettiest system. If you've never seen it before, it does exactly the same things. It's just not near as updated in looks and so forth. And it still keeps some secrets that Lightning, the new experience that you're all used to, doesn't have yet. And so we're talking about duplicate organizations. So I'm going to click on organizations. And just to make it easier, I'm going to start searching for those organizations that are duplicated. In this case, Sana brought to me that USD, or somebody brought to me USD 259 has multiple organizations. And when we search, we can definitely see that. But what I'm going to do is just click on the title organizations and scroll down. If you do not search, you're going to, in this view, the classic view, you're going to end up with some tools. And on these tools, one of them is going to say merge organizations, and I'm going to click that. So now I'm going to search for USD 259 and find. Now, anytime you merge organizations in Salesforce, it's going to limit you to how many you can merge at one time. That number is 3. Now, when I search for USD 259, we have a whole list, but a lot of these make sense to be separate. However, we have a USD 259 with nothing after it right here. We have a USD 259 Wichita Public Schools, which would tell us it's pretty much the same thing. Now, looking through this list, we have different sites. Oh, and here's another one. Just literally a large collection of everything here. Most of these others do have a definition. I do see some duplications with the ECE. That we might have to tackle later, but right now we're tackling the combination of USD 259 Wichita Public Schools, USD 259, and USD 259 Wichita Public Schools. We will look at any of our other options after we work on merging these 3 that are definitely very likely to be the exact same place. So I'm going to click next. And so what it's going to bring is a table format. And in this table format, on the left-hand side are primary fields, and on the top are the 3 different places I selected. And so now I get to select, well, out of these 3, for each of these, which one do I want it to save the information on? First one is master record. So if I select any of these as the master record, it just means that it's going to try to automatically select every field for that to be what we want. Now, before I do anything, I always look at the bottom. When it was created and when it was modified. That's the last two. So in these cases, this one here was created in 2009 and last modified in 2017. This one was created in 2010 and again last modified in 2017. And this one was created in 2013 and last modified in 2017. Because this one was created the latest, I'm going to choose that one as the master record. The next option it gives us, and these options on the left may change, by the way. If more fields are completed, then it's going to give you more fields to choose from. But on this one, it's giving us organization name. So it wants us to choose between the three, which one is the best one to use. So we have USD 259 dash, Wichita Public Schools. We have USD 259. We have USD 259 no dash, Wichita Public Schools. We get to choose. We may in the future decide a way to define this. We haven't done that, so I'm going to just say this one works. Organizational record type. Now, you will find in a lot of cases these are different. In this case, all of them are organizations, and that is absolutely correct. Type, there's no difference. Primary contact, in the first one we do have primary contact, the other two we don't. Let's go ahead and stick with the one that we have. Kathy may not be there. And if she isn't, and you know that for a fact, you can go ahead and change something. I don't really know, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Phone number, because again, it's attached to Kathy, I'm gonna leave it be. But we can tell in 2017, we have a newer number. And so in a lot of cases, I leave that be, but this one's a lot newer, so I'm gonna choose that. Website. So we have two different websites. They both look exactly the same, so I'm gonna leave it there. County. This one selected because it says Sedgwick. Perfect, that works. Billing address. So we have three different addresses. So in this case, I would try to find the correct one. In this case, I know it's this address, so I'm going to select that one. After this, organizational owner, so forth. If there is an API user, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, try to choose a user that still works for us. Candace does not. So we're going to use the most current user. Now, the most current user is Candace, but she's not with us, so we're going to choose API. And then we click merge. Now, the cool thing, once you click merge, it's like, are you sure? And I say, okay. The cool thing when you click merge is the fact that because it's an organization, it's going to take all the contacts from all three of those in this instance and put them all under one. It's going to take every record that's associated with those contacts and add it to that one as well. So if I go into USD 259 now, it's going to be one whole thing. So anything that was under any of those three records is now actually right here. And any of those choices we determined is going to be in their record here. This is an unfamiliar view for a lot of people, so I'm going to switch back to Lightning Experience by clicking that button. And it's going to automatically put me on their record, And as you can tell, anybody who was anybody under any of those records have now merged together, and anything they have done is now under their related records, meaning if they attended trainings or if they had any kind of communication with us, they're all together. So that is how you merge an organization. It's completely different than merging a contact. So if you're finding duplicates of a contact, please watch that video. If you're finding duplicates of an organization, please watch this one. Again, if you've watched this video, please comment your name below. If you have any questions, put them below. And if you're really just uncomfortable with this situation, I am more than happy for you to just email me and I'll do it for you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and have an awesome day.